Hey guys, Rich here, this is Brick Scene, and with Season 2 of The Mandalorian kicking off, LEGO decides to release The Child. So set number 75318, The Child, or Baby Yoda as we like to call him. It's 1,073 pieces. In the UK it'll cost you $69.99. In the US it'll cost you $79.99. Australia $119.99, or here in New Zealand $129.99. So this is the fourth of these newer version brick built characters, the slightly larger scale builds. We've had, what have we had? The BB-8, the Porg, of course Yoda last year, and now we've got the Child. So look, let's get into the review. Okay, so here's the final model. I like how they've managed to get the shape of those robes. They seem to have used less parts than they have in doing the Yoda that we got last year. You know, it doesn't feel like you're building up plate on top of plate as much as we did with that model, yet they've still managed to get the shape of those robes down, I reckon. I think that looks really, really good. And of course that brought the piece count down as well. It's not overly difficult. I feel that you need to concentrate when you're putting these pieces together, because you're putting tan on top of tan. If you get to the end of the bag and you have a significant piece left over, you're going to struggle to figure out where to put that piece without having to go back through and see where you've missed it. So it's one of those sets that you sort of kind of have to concentrate on as you're going, but not too difficult. In saying that, the head is a different story altogether. The head is very, very interesting in the way that you're putting that together. I really like the techniques that they used in there. They've got some really, really interesting techniques, certainly more than I was expecting. The hands are really, really simple, but very effective. You know, the shape is right. You can't complain with what they've come up with at all. The model itself is about 20 centimeters tall. It's built around a Technic construction like we had with the Porg and the Yoda. We're not using so many of those big rectangular Technic frame pieces as, well, in fact we're not using any of them, which we had with the Porg and the Yoda, which I felt was a bit of a cop-out when there was, you know, other pieces that we could have used to create those shapes, rather than using, you know, the big sort of frame pieces. But you are building this up, so look, I've just pulled a panel off there so you can see inside as to how that frame has come together. Like I say, interesting techniques, not a heck of a lot to it, but you know, it's a nice model. So there is some articulation. You can move the hands and the fingers. You know, not heck of a lot, but you can spread the fingers out and you know, close the hand up and open the hand like that. Same with this one. You can pull the fingers down and move the hand around like that as well. The ball comes off. We'll take a look at that in a second. But yes, you can have them doing the old force pose there as well. So no, it's quite nice articulation in the hands, even if quite simple. The ears move up and down, so you can have full sad Baby Yoda or full happy looking Baby Yoda. It's quite interesting how they do it. The mouth moves as well, so you can close that mouth up and open it, and the head bobs around too. It's just on a ball joint, so you can actually pose it and have it in lots of different poses. But yes, a really nice little model, and with the simple articulation, I think it really works. So you can pose them in different ways, but you can also have them holding on to that little ball, you know, from the lever from the Razor Crest, which is just one of those, well, it looks like those globe, you know, we've had the globe before, where it's those two pieces put together. Yeah, simple design. Now, one area that I was quite concerned about when we actually had the press release was how square it looked around the eyes. I don't know, maybe some of those pictures kind of made it, I don't know what it was, but it just looked like there was a big sort of letterbox sort of style shape around the eyes. I can happily say that now that I've built it and can see, you know, the way that it's, you know, built out from the face, that it's just not anywhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think it's actually really, really well done. What they've, you know, of course these newer pieces help sort of with these newer models, helps with the shape of the face, but I think they've managed to get it right, and I think it looks really, really good. Also note that subtle brown ring around the edge of the eyes there. It's just a subtle thing, but it really, really works. And those are printed actually, those are not stickers, but no, that makes the eyes really pop. So here is that UCS style plaque. That is the only sticker, like I was saying. Bit of information on there: homeworld unknown, species unknown, age 50, height 0.337 meters, primary associate the Mandalorian, and of course favorite toy, the Razor Crest shifter knob. And of course, if we come in a little bit closer, we can see that we have a little tiny Baby Yoda, or the child minifig, exactly the same as the one that we got with the Razor Crest with that printing up front. It's the same little baby mold that we've had in creator sets or other sets before, with of course that little rubbery head mold. So look, all in all, a great looking display piece, a great set, easy to put together, nothing too difficult like I say, a couple of little bits of articulation like you would expect, but you know, it is a model, it's a display piece, and I think they've done really, really well with it. So in conclusion, I think this is a great model. It's probably the best out of the four as far as I'm concerned of the newer ones. I appreciate there are a couple of older brick built models as well, but you know, with these new parts, these new modern ones, they're quite intricate and they are getting better and better as far as I'm concerned. Yoda, maybe a bit of hit and miss for some people last year, but it was a pretty cool build in the end. I think they're worth their money, 129 New Zealand dollars, what was it, 80 bucks US, 70 quid. Or 120 Australian dollars. I think that's good money, you know. It's a great little model. I'm going to enjoy displaying it, and I think worth every penny. So look, thanks for checking out the video. As always, please subscribe if you haven't. We do appreciate it. We will catch you on the next one. Cheers.